called The Shadow Borrowers. Don't know when I had copped on to the fact that my shadow had begun to resemble Shakespeare, as if the bard had reassembled himself again by means of the molecules of my shadow. To be me or not to be me, I soliloquized. Said that he had borrowed my shadow rather than stolen it. Admitted that this borrowing, as it were, of the shadows of the living enabled him to keep on living outside his words and to so pass through the world instead of being dead, which he said was no fun at all. Confessed he had only a week to go inhabiting the shadow of my reality. What do I get out of all this? I asked politely. Oh, you get to have a go at being me, you know, my wisdom, my witticisms. And indeed, I had noticed a certain way with words, so that in the end I was sad to see him go. But that Debussy chap had now taken his place, and suddenly I was able to play the Jardin sous la pluie as good as that Nikolai Lugansky fella. Who next? What next? I wondered. These sort of things happen to poets. It's terrible.
Another 5 minutes. Very good. Yeah.
Oh, who's coming in now? Oh, now I'm receiving
Aaron's arrived.
Aaron Barshak.
Yes.
He's now inhabiting the back of my
You
have
have to grow that beard a bit, I think.
Yeah. Right, there was Dostoevsky was in London at one stage, and he was a big Dickens fan, and somebody put the lie around that him and Dickens had got together and had a pint in a pub, and this was just total make-up. He wanted to see how far the untruth would travel, and indeed it got into biographies and became fact even though it wasn't true. So this is called The Idiot, which I was reading at the time. Isn't that, I asked myself, Dostoevsky? He and I flaneuring about Haymarket. Hey, Dusty, my main man, is that really you? And yeah, it really was, the great man himself. It was early July 1862-ish, so he was startled to be hailed by a voice from a century not his own, and also that he could understand me. I told him... Oh no, that's wrong. Where is he?
You lost a page.
Yeah, I've lost the page. I told him I had my time machine parked just around the corner that had a language decoder that came with it as an extra feature. I didn't know you were in London. Said he was just passing through. Hey man, just been reading your Idiot as it happens. And no, oh, you wouldn't know it because you haven't written it as yet. Asked him to come for a drink in the Marquee. Might even bump into Charlie. You mean Dickens? Uh-huh, I said. He sometimes hangs out there. Said I'd teach him how to drink Guinness in 15 seconds flat. That convinced him. But of all the rotten luck, Charlie never turned up. Probably out on one of his endless midnight walks. He said he had to go and see his friend Herzen. Here now, permit it, do not restrain me. I let him go, making my own excuses. Parking is up on my time machine. English girls are something else, he smirked. Yeah, I answered, I married one myself. I have me a keepsake of their faces. Then he vanished into the fog, a real peace super. Should have asked him to sign my copy of Crime and Punishment, but of course he hadn't wrote that one yet either. Oh, hell, I stuttered. My time machine's got a parking ticket. Oh.
I thought vanishing into the frog was rather good.
Yeah. It
was a very large frog, Jan.
Would be.
Yeah.
And this is called Framing Thy Fearful Symmetry. It's just a tiny little instant with my little girl, and it's still there. It's the little things remain, shadows on your skin. Memory preserves it, makes it more precious despite its insignificance. The ephemeral made permanent, you all sunlight and shadow, making you a tiger, a stripy 5-year-old. Arr, you roar, burning bright. I throw my little tiger up in the air, catch her years later. The sunlight now in teacher mode displays an equilateral triangle made of pure light. Hear a voice of then still telling me now, look, an equatorial triangle. And so forever it is, the angle I see her from changes. The years come and go, and the equatorial triangle still burns brightly. You, my little girl tiger, twisting the sinews of my heart.